On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans.
Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's Nix to throw right away. He'll get that complete to Franklin. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A short throw to Ingram.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
13 yards on the play. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Nix. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Oh, he bowls over him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Martz is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A beautiful fake. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Broncos.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost loss 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Now they're going to bring in some extra bulk here for 3rd and a yard. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
How about that there? No
line.
frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well,
how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the
A good
play.
run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of
That's the
11.
first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
In motion left goes Sutton. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Nix to the air.
A short throw to Ingram. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Evan Ingram. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Broncos first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Third down and 1.
Stroud keeps it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 5.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. 75 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third and 8. Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brings up second.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Got a man. It's Collins complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
That is caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts
It's a gain of 6.
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Third and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go up the middle with Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Able to slither by. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nix going to give to Hardy. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of
94 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Up the middle, it's Harvey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense taking over again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter. and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's across midfield, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Stroud off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
As Stroud now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. They juked him. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Nix. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Nix to the air. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Harvey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
16.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one lines up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
He's going to use his legs here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
14, Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
For the Broncos field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud sets up the play action. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
But this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, here's Nix. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Throwing Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At the 22-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Now it's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 6. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Second down, goal to go. Looking to throw. Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Stroud and the Texans down by 7. 1:15 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Back in, he must back in. Check. Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. Pass complete to Higgins. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
On the 49-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Stroud. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win. Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Open man is Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Stroud back to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.